G'day guys, this is Ash here, better known as Random 6, and this is the first of many videos which I'm just trying to pump out here on YouTube and give you guys, get my activity back up, and yeah. So anyway, it's the many faces of Chuck Liddell. As you can see here, a full collection of all my Jack's Chuck Liddell figures, and as you can see, there's probably too damn many, especially for a series that only features well, still very, few actual, fighters. A lot of the series is repaints. I've mentioned this before, I'm sure, but yeah. Anyway, I'm going to take a look at these figures one by one, and yeah, let's just flow through this thing. Now, who should I review first? Probably just go by what was actually the very first original one, released in, I believe, Series 1. This here, Chuck Liddell. Now, there we go, I'll get him in front of the camera like that. Or you know what, better yet, I might just move it to over here. And, if anyone knows anything about these Jack's UFC figures, you can definitely tell that they are not easy to stand with the little flat bare feet. There we go, I'll make it work. Got the little Aussie power plug there in the background. But never mind that, I'm just doing this here in my kitchen. I think it's probably the best place to do it, just because of the lighting and bench, and yeah, it looks pretty well. But anyway, so that was the very first figure, I believe, released in Series 1. I hope I'm right. Anyway, now, this figure I actually think, out of all of them which you're about to see, is quite possibly the very best. He has the best face sculpt, it's the most accurate to, I think, the real Chuck Liddell. That long jawline, it's spot on. If anything, though, what pretty much kills it for me is that the paint on it, the paint job is actually pretty poor, like the logos that are sprayed on, just like the pit logo there. I'll bring it in close. As you can tell, it's barely visible. So, solid figure. I think it brings out the likeness really well, and definitely the best likeness in all the head sculpts in which you'll see with these figures. So there's that one. Okay, what do we got next? I can't quite remember the series this was released in, but this is the Chuck Liddell Legends figure, and I think this is from his debut performance when he first entered the UFC in the early days. There you see, well, black tights, the thin white stripe on the side there. Now, he's got the screaming head sculpt here. Not really a huge fan of it. I mean, I guess it does represent him, but the problem with this is it was done on way too many of these figures. It's great articulation because he doesn't have the shorts. There's a lot more movement in the legs, so a lot more posability if that's what you're after. Just got him there in a fighting stance. Tattoos still there. I really hate how they do that with the shoulder tattoos. Like, the only way it really looks proper is if you match it up like that. But say if he put his arm down just like he's just got it down normally, looks retarded. Oh well. Anyway, so there's that one. Okay, moving on. Okay, this is one that you'll definitely laugh at. Check this out. This is the one that was released in the first set of 2 packs, I believe, with Vanderlei Silva when they fought for the very first time in the octagon together. And yeah, okay, so front on, you can already tell he kind of looks retarded. That screaming face, it just there's no expression in the eyebrows, nothing. He just kind of looks like a, well, he looks like a retard. He's just so I really not really a huge fan of this. I don't know what happened here. These are the biggest pork chop sideburns I've ever seen. That's I think even if Shaft himself had seen that stuff, he'd do a double take. Like, what the hell? Some serious pork chop sideburns. So yeah, I don't really have much to say. Just take a look at it. Yeah, that's that. Next, who do we have? Oh, I know. Hey, why not look at this one? This was the UFC Unleashed figure of Chuck Liddell. Now, the cool thing is I've, like I said, I'm doing this in my kitchen. I've got the light on. I can turn the light off, and guess what will happen? Oh, well, it didn't really come up all that well. But anyway, he's meant to glow in the dark. It'll probably work if I actually get a little light and just shine it on him for a bit. I'll try that. Hold on a second. Alright, we're back. Okay, cool. So, just shine that on him there. Probably should turn this kitchen light up again too. Bam! Yeah, so I know you saw that. And just one more time. There we go, very cool. So he's got the see-through body with the glow-in-the-dark skeleton. Very cool. I really find it very interesting when you know, these manufacturing companies of toys and action figures and whatnot find interesting ways to implement glow-in-the-dark parts to these figures. I think it's really cool, and they said they were going to release more of these Unleashed figures, but unfortunately Chuck Liddell has been the only one thus far. But hey, here it is. It looks pretty good. So yeah. What else we got? Okay, here we go. Let's move on to the little guy here. Now this is from the Jakks UFC Bring It On action figures, where you get the octagon to build up. It's kind of like, you know, a 3-inch figure, I think exactly, or 3.5 to be exact. No gripes about it. It's Chuck Liddell, and it definitely represents it with the, you know, the goatee and signature haircut. Tattoos are all there. Logos on the shorts. You know, for being a figure this small, I just want to say it's phenomenal. They find ways to add this much detail on it. I mean, look at the gloves and everything. There we go. Man, that's incredible. I like that Chuck Liddell. That's cool. I really hope they did make more of those. They've done 2 series so far, and I do have all these except Matt Hughes. I was lucky enough when I did take a trip to the United States last year with my girlfriend that I went to various toy stores and department stores, and yeah, I collected the whole set of these except Matt Hughes. Couldn't find Matt Hughes. Oh well, the hunt continues. Next, what do we got? Okay. This is the Chuck Liddell. I'll just fix the camera up there. The Chuck Liddell here. I've got him in a little custom tap-out t-shirt which I made. It's basically just something I had stitched together of yeah, a piece of cloth, and just with a hot glue gun I've just printed off on photocopy paper the tap-out logo and stuck it on, and yeah, looks pretty good. So yeah, this was the figure that was released with the infamous cancelled Randy Couture 2-pack, and I actually think this is the best figure quality-wise to date. Now I don't want to mess around too much and take the shirt off, but I'll just show you guys, you know, the logos on the shorts. You know, excellent detail. The color is just right. You know, on the first Chuck Liddell, I'll show you the very first one I had a look at. Look at the color on the shorts. This one's like more faded, looks like a kind of beach blue. This is like a deep blue. That's exactly like what his shorts look like. And yeah, and all the logos are perfectly represented. Iceman.tv. Look at that. Excellent detail. So, best quality figure by far, but when it comes to likeness, unfortunately, this guy still wins. Okay, and here we go, second last. This figure was the one which came with the, it was a very, very weird piece. It was you get an octagon, oh, he's fallen over. You get an octagon and the Chuck Liddell Ultimate Fighter coach figure, and basically, yeah, it is what you see here. It's the, you know, deluxe aggression, no, not deluxe, sorry, the ruthless aggression style figures, which the you know, WWE figures, that ruthless aggression style, no real you know, hip joint sorry, not hip, you know, rib or, you know, torso joint to, you know, swivel around. That's on the deluxe figures. This is just real basic, you know, nothing real awesome, but it's kind of cool to have a Chuck Liddell with a, you know, shirt on. The one thing I never really got about these, because there was another one, a Rampage one, I don't actually have it with me, but I've got it nevertheless, but I didn't bring it. The one thing about these figures is that I find pretty weird is just that they have like bare feet. I don't understand that. Like, okay, maybe when the coaches were rolling in the cage, you know, practicing with their students on the Ultimate Fighter, you know, just you know, try and like, I don't know, it just seems like he should have had shoes on. That would have really completed the look. Don't get it, bare feet. I mean, anyway, or at least wrestling boots. That would have looked cool. But nevertheless, still cool to have. And finally, the very last one of many Chuck Liddell figures. It is the Pride Edition Chuck Liddell. Now, I remember watching, I think my very first piece of watching mixed martial arts was I caught a glimpse of some bald guy who was really like this guy who was control of some fighting organization, which happened to be the UFC, who was, you know, watching his boy fight in another organization. It was just something I flicked through on the channels one night, and it was Pride. It was Dana White watching Chuck Liddell just beat, I think, I can't remember actually who it was. I think he got beat by Rampage in Pride, was that? No? Or no, he beat... my mind's gone elsewhere. I'll just, I don't know, if you want the details, look it up, guys. But anyway, yeah, that's when Chuck Liddell had his fight in Pride. Very basic shorts. He just wore the standard blue silk shorts. I think they were silk, look silk, like the shiny type of, yeah, anyway. Station Oasis logo on the back, tap out logo as usual. And, you know, in good detail, Iceman. Yeah. And the tattoo on this one is actually pretty cool. Look at that. They've actually got it on point. It's not on that part there. So it's kind of like they've redone the shoulder joints on these. Because this was part of the latest, not the latest series, but the very latest series before they started revamping the series. The one that also carried Frankie Edgar, I believe, and Matt Hughes. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's my look at them. Hope you guys enjoy. And yeah, keep watching for more videos. Thanks. Have a great day.